So, welcome. We will do lesson 39 today. So, the first word we have is along. Along. Along it will del. Together, please. Along. 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 If I want to go from here to the station, must I go along Česká Street? If I want to go from here to the station, must I go along Česká Street?
Yes, I must
Go
along
Česká
Street.
If I want
to the next.
If I want to go
If I want to go
to the
station.
to the station. That's it. Great. And which streets do you walk along when you go home? Which streets do you walk along when you go home? I walk along street when I go home. When I go home, that's it. All right. Along. The next phrase we have is how often. How often. How often je jak často. Together. How often. How often. How often. How often do you come here? How often do you come here?
I come here 5 times a week.
A week, perfect, yes. And how often do you go to the cinema? How often do you go to the cinema?
I go to the cinema once a month.
Once a month. How often do we live? How often do we live?
We live 1 year.
Once.
One.
We live once. How often do we live? Jak často žijeme? We only live once. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes, alright, okay. Alright. And how often do you text your friends? How often do you text your friends? I text
my friends every hour.
every hour. Okay. It's quite often. Alright. The next word we have is agree. Agree. Agree is souhlasit. Together, agree.
Agree.
Agree. Agree. Agree. 2 plus 2 equals 7. Do you agree? 2 plus 2 equals 7. Do you agree?
No, I disagree.
Yes, you disagree. So how much does it equal? 2 plus 2 equals?
2 plus 2 equals 4.
4, of course, right? Alright?
Everyone, the new word is lots of.
Lots of.
Lots of. Lots of. Good. Hodně. A lot of something. Lots of. Then we have away, everyone. Away. Away. Good. Preach. Right? Away. And then we have tell. Tell. Good. Říct. What can we say instead of a lot of? What can we say instead of a lot of? We can
say much.
Alright, sometimes. We can say lots of
We can say lots of
instead of
a
a lot of.
lot of.
Yes, it's very similar, but sometimes you can use the other one. If you have lots of work to do and a friend talks to you all the time, what do you tell him to do? If you have lots of work to do and a friend talks to you all the time, what do you tell him to do? When I have
lots of work and my friend
talks
talks
to me
to me
all the time,
all the time,
I tell him
go away.
go away. Good, yes. Did you go away? For your last next word is worth, everyone. Worth. Yes, worth. Worth je hodnota, cena v některých případech. Worth. Worth. Yes, it's a little bit more difficult. Good. And then we have to be worth. To be worth. Mít cenu, mít hodnotu. Alright? To be worth. To be worth. Good. And then we have value, everyone. Value, tiež hodnota. You will see the difference. Value. Good. My shirt cost 100 crowns, but I bought it 1 year ago. Now, if I want to sell it, I can only sell it for about 50 crowns. It has the value of about 50 crowns, right? It's worth 50 crowns now. Do you understand? If you buy something a long time ago, now it does not have the same value.